I got the Lynx winning by 6.
Oh, Jennings, yo, Jennings got busy.
You remember Shorty at UConn? I remember her.
He got busy, man. Like,
you remember her there?
I don't remember her. I don't.
Me
Bro,
neither. I don't remember her.
Watching this shit, I don't know none of these chicks. But yo,
well, I googled her. I guess she was there with Breonna Stewart. I didn't know that. I didn't know she went to UConn. I was shocked.
She's tough.
She real good. If it wasn't for Asia Wilson, she would have been MVP.
Yeah, she would have been. I'm trying to. I picked them on some alternative spread shit for 6. They were favored by 15 or something. I got them at 6, and it's at 6 with 24 seconds left.
Whoa!
I'm like, damn it!
Minnesota they play good. They play a good team basketball. That Lynx team.
Bro, so I did. You know, we on the timing, so I did hit that live button. We are live. This is Parlay with us, man. You got me, Mr. Bean, Stony Cooks, Hustle Stacks, and Sean Doe. We at it again, man, bringing you that live content every week, twice a week, Thursdays and Sundays. We on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. You guys jump in there and get on this live, man, and listen to some of this content about some of this NFL weekly previews and recaps that we give y'all. We give y'all some good best bets. We give y'all a good marquee matchups of the week. And with that being said, I know Stoney I'm kind of like I got kind of sidetracked because Stoney seems like he's having a system problem or something like that. He's having some issues. He'll pop back in. But yeah, man, it was some interesting games on today. It's been real quick before we even move on to the NFL, man. I like to get Stacks review on college football, man. How's college football, man? What's going on? I haven't been paying attention. BC.
BC. Shout out to Bill O'Brien. He got them boys playing over there, bro. They should have beat Missouri. They should have beat Missouri. They would have been undefeated, but they came back. That was a strong win yesterday. They had. I've been following college. You know, I like college. Mm-hmm. My sleeper team though is Tennessee. I quarterback. That's my sleeper team right there. I'm telling you, bro. I watched them yesterday. They just beat the dog shit out of Oklahoma.
Yeah, I watched that game last night. Quarterback for Tennessee.
Hawaiian kid. I can't say his last name.
Okay.
But yeah, he big, strong kid, man. Big, strong. Got a cannon.
Yeah.
Typical hard nose. What's my man Mariota on steroids? That's what he looks like.
Yeah. I like that analogy. No, I'm probably gonna have to look into some of these college footballs, man. I've been like Saturdays is crazy. I'll be wanting to sit down and park it a little bit. Just
now that you say that, sit down and watch it this weekend because you got Alabama, Georgia. That's a good one.
Yeah, obviously that's Alabama, a good one. Is that the Iron Bowl or anything like that?
No, that's Iron Bowl is
no regular season. Bama Auburn. So it's just a regular season game. Yeah, but no, I know it's still regular rivalry. No, it's gonna hold a lot of weight. Real quick, what's the ranking between them two? Like, well, who's ranked what?
2 and 3.
I haven't been paying attention. Truthfully,
2 and 3. 1 and 4.
1 and 4. Alabama 1.
No,
Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to
Georgia's
say
1.
Georgia's 1. Okay. All right.
Georgia got the shaft last year, I thought, but
right. And who's coming in? Who's following up with number 2?
Texas, I believe. I think Texas is gonna leapfrog and out Manning kid.
And that's that Manning kid?
Yeah.
But he look real. Why he look real?
Why they start him already?
Because remember,
that's what I'm saying. They need to put. You know what?
He got hurt.
I think they've been waiting to put. Waiting to put out. You know they've been waiting to put Archie Manning out there for a long time. His name's been talked about since he was in high school.
He ain't in no rush. He got like a $4 million NIL deal. He chilling.
He's chilling. He's chilling, and he got good people
around him.
Around him. Good people around him, so they're gonna definitely coach him through everything because there's no rush for it. You know, they don't want him to feel the pressure of the name.
They came out today. His pop said he gonna stay at Texas all 4 years, so he ain't in no rush.
Nice. Yeah, that's good, man. Exactly. You want that kid to come out clean, get experience, and be ready when he gets drafted.
Hey, yo, shout out to your boy, though. I was a little on the fence by him. Sarkisian seemed like he cleaned his act up, man. Like the coach.
Yeah, he's in the program. He's in
the
program.
Yeah. No, I think he's definitely cleaned his act up. He was bad off.
He was bad. He was bad. But you know, the thing is, he got help, and hopefully he can stick with it. I mean, he got to just keep doing what he's doing as far as.
He cleaned his act up. He was. Remember, he was the OC at Bama with Saban. I don't know if Saban helped him. And then he went to Texas, and now he's man.
You know, he's.
Yeah, he was dealing with some issues in the past. His coaching style and everything like that.
A whole lot of issues.
He was getting fucked up.
Off the field and on the field.
Do you know the history about Steve Scott? How you say his last name?
He had a problem. He had a problem with substances, and you know, and he was a good coach. And like I said, it affected his coaching. If he didn't have that in his life, like he don't now, he just maintains, you know, his mental and his health.
He went to the NFL he did the OC at the NFL. I think he was the OC for the Falcons for a little while. Then he went to Bama, and then he got the Texas gig.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know every stop he was on. I do know he was battling substance abuse. So
it was mainly alcohol.
Yeah, mainly alcohol. But you know, like I said, you know, when you involved in that and you can't handle it. You know, I'm not trying to judge anybody on that. You know, personally, I've been through it. I'm still going through it. When you can't, it affects your daily life, man. People, you know, it ain't a game. And then eventually it affects your health as you get older. You know what I mean?
Shout out to him. I had said,
I'm glad he got help, for real.
That's why I'm shouting out Sarkisian. I had said some choice.
Very talented play caller, man. He's up there. Lincoln Riley, you know, the guys from Tennessee. These guys.
Speaking of that was big win for Michigan, beating USC at the Big House. A big win for Michigan. I didn't think they.
Oh yeah, that was a great game too. That was a great game. I thought Michigan had him, and then USC came back, and then Michigan with that last minute drive and just pulled that off like that. That was an amazing win for them.
Michigan got a goddamn schedule. I mean, they playing some heat.
Well, when they play somebody real, they're gonna have to. That dude gonna have to throw the ball. He just can't be running the ball.
They benched him though. Right. That was the second string that was in there towards the end. They benched the starter. They benched. They benched my.
Yeah, that's right. Because the starter kept turning. I think he turned it over down the stretch.
He was getting his Jacoby.
He was making bad plays.
On is what he was doing.
So with that being said, let's segue into that. Thanks for giving me and keeping me abreast of what's going on in college football. I am going to try to plant myself down next week, and sit down on a Saturday. I'm off next week, so I'll be able to sit down and watch, like you said, watch some of these good games, man, and see what's going on. I usually am tuned in to college football, man, but for some reason this year I'm starting late. But I'll jump in on it and see what's going on. So
shout out that Baylor Colorado game was crazy.
Yo, I seen the numbers on that. Let's talk about that real quick, man. Let me ask you a question real quick, because I was losing confidence in Dion and his coaching style and the antics that was going on in Colorado. But do you seem to think, all of you guys, I'm asking you this question. I'm gonna ask you first, those Stacks, before we move on to NFL. Do you seem to think that that Dion is finally figuring out the coaching?
That was pure luck.
I don't think
yesterday. So. Am I right, Stoney? That was pure.
You're not gonna beat good teams that way, and we saw it last year. You're not.
But to put up those type of numbers, I mean, I know the defense put up
not good teams.
I'll tell you something, dog. If Stoney,
two Hail Marys,
I've coached high level, and that Baylor coach. That's one of them games you lose sleep over.
He needs to get fired.
Yeah, you lose sleep over that game, the way you lost that game. But not only that, before this Hail Mary, though, Shador threw that pass, it hit Money dead in the chest.
And he dropped it. And then that's what I'm saying.
Touchdown beans, and he dropped it. Hit him right in his
chest. He dropped it. And then they do it again.
Then they do it again. And my man makes a miraculous catch. Yo, I was sitting there like almost text y'all. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. I can't believe what I'm saying.
Yo, you can't make this shit up. Yo, that first Hail Mary hit him dead in the chest.
Dead in the chest.
Yo, it's not easy. Look, it's not easy catching the ball coming that far at you. It's hard, man. You don't know how fast it's coming. You don't know how to Yo, it hit him in the chest, right? He had the alligator arm. Yo, that's embarrassing. Yo, that play, the ball cannot hit you in the chest, in the helmet, in the face.
That last Hail Mary play was that was nice.
Yo, the receiver had to make a crazy catch on that.
Crazy,
yeah, he made a crazy move on that movie. That just the catch. How he caught that was crazy, man. Was crazy. It was. You guys are right.
Stacks, quick question. Hunter, will you if he makes it to the league, what would you rather him play? Wide receiver or defense?
That's $1 million question, Stoney. That's a good question.
He can't play both. Not in NFL. He can't play both in NFL.
Man, he's so
man.
Good.
He has to play one.
It depends on who drafts him and what the need is where they draft him. I would say that's what I would say.
Exactly, man. They better not waste that. They better not waste his talent, man. They better find out what he's good at for the long run. For the long, where you're gonna get the most out of him in the long run.
Well, in the long run, cornerback is the safest.
Electric, man. He's amazing.
Cornerback be the safest.
Defense is the
safest. It's the safest. God damn, he's so
good.
But
man, he can make plays on the offense, though.
No, for sure.
But he's
they ain't gonna throw his way half the time in the league, so he'll be preserved in a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like they ain't gonna throw his way half the time. That's how good he is.
That kid.
Yeah.
They record stand up. He should. I mean, he probably won't win the Heisman, but god damn,
he should.
He should.
He's playing every play in every game. Y'all alone.
He's that good, huh?
Yeah, he's tough, man.
Oh man, he's.
I'm gonna tell you though that Heisman right now, that quarterback from Miami is different. I'm telling you right now, dog. That quarterback.
Watch out for Miami.
Yeah, the U might be bad.
For real, the U might be back.
Yo, that's my sleeper.
For real.
I fuck with them boys on the low. I fuck with them boys.
Yeah, I fuck with them too, Stoney, on the low. Like you said, on the low.
I fuck with you, man. I was out there with them boys, man. Yo, I met Portis and all them kids over there when I was out there. That's when Portis, Ed Reed, McGahee and them. Yeah, man. I was out there, man. I ran into them a couple of times at some clubs out there, man. Cause my peoples that I was with went to school with them. Yeah, man. Them are my peoples, man. Them are my peoples.
So yeah, man. So man, thanks for keeping me abreast. Like you said, Colorado surviving, Dion surviving. Because I'm thinking like this dude, man, was I was like I didn't even want to pay attention to what was going on with, because it seems like it's all a show or antics to me. But let's move on to NFL, man. This is week number 3, and there's been some interesting games. I will give anyone of you guys to go through the slate. Y'all want to go through a quick slate of some real interesting games before we talk about best bets and marquee matchups of what we did with our marquee matchups of the week. But let's get it firing. Before we move on though, and before we start with the real deal on this show, and let's get it popping. I mean, the week did start off on Thursday night, and we know what that looked like for the Patriots. But before we move on, let's drop it.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through. But I'm break.
Yeah. We 14 minutes inside this show, but this is when it gets real interesting. Now we're about to talk about some NFL football. This is week number 3. It's Parlay with us. You got me, Mr. Bean, Stoney Cook, Hustle Stacks, and Sean Doe. So guys, man, who wants to lead off with the slate? I know y'all probably want to start with the Patriots. Let's get it going. Let's pop it, man. We got some time on the clock. Let's go. Though you want to start off? I mean,
let's start.
If you want to start off, go ahead. Let's
start off with the Patriots. I mean, it was one of them games that a lot of us was expecting, on the road, bad offensive line, shaky offense, shaky quarterback, and all of that came to light on Thursday night. And it was a disappointing loss. I mean, what can I say? I mean, they only scored 3 points. They couldn't score to save their lives. The Jets, they already knew what they was working with. They knew they had nothing. I think the Jets was just relaxing. That was a relaxed game for them. They knew they had nothing on the run.
That was light work. They looked at it like
no offense, no. They had no passing game. But the main thing was the offensive line. The Jets knew they had these guys already buried, man. Our offensive line had nothing on them. They was bringing pressure in every down. I think they blitzed every down. They was just blitzing.
They normally don't. From what I watched that game, and they say
I know why they did. Y'all can go ahead. I know why they did what they did, because we can't fucking throw the ball. That's it.
Can't throw the ball, but they can't block either. So it's like, pick your poison,
Nah, I'm telling you, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm gonna say blitz him every time. He can't complete a pass anyway. So I'm gonna tell you right now, New England Medical, get a room ready for Ramondre Stevenson, because it's coming. He's not. You can't run them two guys in the ground like that, dog.
No, you're right though. No, Stacks, you're right. But at the same time,
and I'm worried about him with holding the ball too, man.
Doing what he wanted to do.
At the same time, it's on the field too much.
Aaron Rodgers was doing what he wanted to do. I didn't like that. I didn't like to see that. He was escaping the pocket and all kind of foolishness and shit. Well, young and fast defense should have been able to pursue a lot of those out the pocket. He was escaping and extending the play. By now, we should know what Aaron Rodgers does, but Aaron Rodgers is 3-4 years older when he was doing that shit in Green Bay. So, with a younger defense, I feel like I watched the game and I was I was disappointed with the offense. No doubt. You're right. Jacoby, we was all on the text thread. And Jacoby couldn't do shit. It was just looking like, okay, but the defense was just like, come on, why y'all keep. It was like he was just marching down the fucking field when he wanted to, dinking, dunking, all kind of stupid shit.
It looked like the defense gave up. It just looked like they was like,
yeah.
That's what. That was gonna be my next point. I mean, when you have,
go ahead, though.
When you have an offense, we don't have to keep. We know what it is.
Yeah,
but that's a good point about Stats, because I feel like when you have that type of offense, your defense just gets deflated before they even get on the field. Like, it's like you're already playing with your hand tied behind your back, because you're going into a game, and Jets would do to beat us. Obviously, I'm not saying that we're a better team. Obviously, we've done beat them 10, 12 times in a row. Obviously, they wouldn't win one of these games. And like Crook said, at the beginning of the game, they came out on fire. And even with a good team, we would have been hard pressed to match what Aaron Rodgers was doing. He was on his own home debut mission, you know what I mean, after last year. But when your defense sees what the offense is doing, when you know your quarterback ain't gonna throw for more than 100 yards in the game, in my opinion, you're already deflated, and that's the point. That's the problem. And like I said, man, at this point, I would just put the kid in, because at the end of the day, is he going to be any better next year? Are you going to, even if you draft an offensive line in the first round, it's not going to miraculously make that team better. I mean, the line better. So, fuck it.
They'll give Brissett. They'll give him one. They'll give him another game.
Yeah.
I'm
not saying put him in that, but they got to have to play the kid this year.
Yes, I agree. They're gonna have to play him this year.
He's gonna have to play this year.
You got to play him.
But I think one more bad game.
They're gonna give him one more game. Yeah. And shout out to the Rams, man. This is a good game, actually. I don't know if y'all are following that. They just tied it up at the 20.
Yeah, I seen them. They were battling. Yeah,
Cowboys making a run.
I was checking that out.
Cowboys making a run too. Yeah, Cowboys making a run too.
But yeah, so that's my point on that. It's a good point by you, Stacks. I mean, I think when you watch what you're playing, it's like if you're playing with one hand tied behind your back, you're going in there. The defense could be better. I'm not saying that they missed mad tackles like Stacks was saying and the announcers were saying. I think they missed Bentley, but even with Bentley there, you had other guys missing tackles. Not missed assignments, just missing tackles. You know what I mean? So
a lot of them.
But I think a lot of that too was it being. I'm not trying to make excuses, but that to let 3 games in 11 days is a lot, man. And they've been practicing them boys during the summer. So, I mean, hopefully,
I don't know.
That improves next week.
It's a work in progress. I'm not
expecting. It's a work
in progress, and this is what we expected from this team, especially these first 6 games are gonna be tough. I mean, next week you got San Fran. Then after that, I forgot who they're playing, but it's another opponent that's highly talented. So they first 5-6 weeks was gonna be tough. That's why we needed to beat that Seattle at home.
Yeah,
we needed to steal those type of wins because we got these tough games coming up on the road, travel time. But most importantly, they got to stay healthy. The offensive line was banged up. And, they went into that game with a banged up offensive line with a team that loves to rush the pass.
Can the team do? Is it too late for the team to try to go shopping for some guys on, sitting down on the couch that probably is good?
Because when it's offensive, it's
not the time for it right now.
Yeah, running back, linebacker, offensive line, you got to be in unison. You working with other guys. It's not like you can just plug and play that position. That's like a chorus.
So basically, you're saying it's growing pains.
It's the next man up.
Yeah, you gotta just
it's the next man up. That's the situation they're in right now.
Whoever's in camp got to be, because if you bring someone off the street, he ain't gonna. Like I said, that's a whole community. Offensive line is 90%, 80% communication. You can put a receiver, a linebacker, or a cornerback and be like, okay, run the play. Offensive line, you got to be with them for the summertime. I'm not saying it can't happen, but it's tough to integrate a new offensive lineman during the season.
Yeah, I agree.
And look,
I'm just asking how they gonna they need to fix that part of the game. If they could fix the offensive line, and because put it this way though, and I'm saying it to all you guys that I know y'all want to see the rookie play. I can't see them putting this boy out there with that type of shit.
They already did. They just put him in the game.
You put him in the game that
they
last
just put him in the game, and they gave him 30% of the snaps.
Oh, they did. I didn't watch the end of it. Remember when we was texting back and forth, and I was like, "That's it for me." I was done. I went.
I was done too. I actually fell asleep.
I watched. There was nothing else to watch.
Yo, I left
it on there, and just watched
Slack said, I'm there for good times and bad times. I said, no, I'm there for the good.
You got it.
I mean, you only fans like that, though. Fans like that across the world. I know a lot of people like that. You ain't the only one.
But I'm on some OG shit. I was watching Thursday night when you couldn't watch the Patriots. When they had Doug Flutie, Stanley Morgan, Garen Vargas. I'm a fucking fan, but at the end of the day, it's like
Tony Eason, Steve.
Tony Eason.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I understand. I was
the white boy who was the receiver. Scott Zolak's my boy back in the days. But my point is, it's just, we can't. I know it's rebuild, but my thing is, I'm so upset because we all knew. I didn't say you had a draft alignment,
but it was kind of unknown. It was kind of unknown.
Sign somebody, bro. You could have signed somebody, bro. You could have gave him that money to sign someone on the line. If you want to pick Polk, I'm not gonna do the hindsight 2020 thing. I'm not. But you could have signed someone in the summer, man. You can't go in there with a guy that's never played the position. You traded for a guy who quit. I don't think they knew he was gonna quit. Obviously, I'm not gonna put that on them. But man, it's just frustrating, man. But like I said, put the kid in next week, not the week against San Fran. Who they playing week 5? Not to get too ahead.
I think it's Houston.
Well, Houston didn't look too good today.
Yeah, so let's go down it then.
Shout out to Stoney's Vikings. Yo, Sam Donald found his niche.
I'm riding them. Yo, look at the next 5 games. They're gonna have the Dolphins next week. Look, the Dolphins, Texans, Jaguars,
very winnable game after watching them today.
Well, Dolphins,
exactly. Well, they lucked out. Tua got hurt, so they should be. They got the Dolphins here at home. Then they got the Texans here at home.
They got Tim Boyle playing.
Then they at Jacksonville, and then they back here against the Jets.
That's winnable games.
You should win at least 2 of those.
Yeah, I agree. If not 3, though. If not 3. Three to be gracious, but 2 of those I agree.
You should not lose in Miami. They got Tim Boyle. They got the 3rd string quarterback.
So they benched my man Thompson?
No, he got killed today. He got
put out the game.
Bro, I thought he got funny. I thought he was like paralyzed on the field, bro. Like they killed him. Seattle was killing him, and you're gonna see that on the news tonight. He was on the ground, laid out like dude in the beginning of fucking "I'm gonna get you" sucker when they had the dude with all the gold chains.
How does he go to the bathroom with all that on? That's all they kept.
He OG'd. He over gold.
DK Metcalf out there looking like fucking Megatron.
Seattle got a good team, man. Seattle.
I underestimated Seattle. I did.
Yo, shout out to what you call it, the quarterback.
Shout out to Geno Smith.
Geno and the backup running backs tough. They got 3 stud receivers.
That defense look like it's not Legion of Boom good, but it's decent.
Nah, they good. They could get you in this NFL. They could get you 12 wins, or not 12. I say 11 wins in this NFL.
Yeah, especially because the scoring in this year is down big time.
So shout out to everybody. Shout out, man. Shout out to YouTube. Everybody in YouTube. Shout out to everybody in the Facebook pages watching our live and the Twitch.
Real quick. Welcome my aunt. My aunt's watching. She's from around the way. I gave her the link. She ain't gonna be on there like typing and all that.
Right.
Charlene Park Holmes, my auntie Peter, she's watching. Well,
shout out to auntie, man.
Still on facing now.
That's cool,
but
man.
She's watching and she's supporting the show. Like and subscribe. She's like, what's the link? Blah blah blah.
Yeah, thank you. Like and subscribe, man. Become a new subscriber, man. If you like football, you like talking sports, you like to hear about some bets. Sean be kicking out, throwing us some parlays out there. That be some great advice on the parlays. He be hitting on these, and some days it's not good, but some days it's great. But with that being said, let's talk about some other games before we go down the list. Before we talk about the marquee matchups of the week, let's talk about some other games that went down. What games that you guys like? I'm looking at some games. I'm gonna just call them out. I'm just calling them out real quick. Broncos took care of y'all Buccaneers. What do y'all feel about that?
I'm shocked by that.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's
go. Let's talk about
that. Bo Nix came in looking like goddamn John Elway today. He did, dog. He did.
Well, that defense is what really when your defense played, when your quarterback put you in good positions, your defense was
watching that game, I'm like, this is wild, right? I can't believe the way they beat him. It was the way they beat him.
Yo, Bo Nix had 216 yards. 216 yards. He had 1 TD, 1 INT. He had no TDs. He just was throwing. Your boy Baker Mayfield had 163 yards, 1 TD, 1 INT.
Yeah, Bake looked like that Cleveland Bake today. I ain't gonna lie.
Bake looked kind of like weird. Your boy Bo Nix ran 9 carries for 47 yards. So he was out there running, man, and Cortland Sutton led the receivers with 7 receptions for 68 yards. And yeah, it looks like defense that's what put up these numbers.
That's what they was doing.
Yeah, they
one rushing TD.
Physical them boys.
Yeah. They was
punching in the mouth. Like,
that's what it looks like there, man.
Which is unusual for a Todd Bowles defense. That's what got me crazy. Todd Tampa usually plays some hard D.
Exactly.
So probably just got a rude awakening. Let's talk about this other game. Unless you guys need me, y'all want me to share the screen with y'all, but I'm gonna call them out real quick. I don't need to share the screen. Panthers took care of the Raiders. What about that?
With the quarterback, they brought in a veteran quarterback that knew how to, run the offense, limit turnovers, no bonehead plays. He played a clean game, and that's what happens when you got a quarterback that's a veteran that could play a clean game. He has weapons. The Raiders, to me, were overrated, and they just played a clean game, and that's just what happened. That's how they pulled it off.
Hey. Andy Dalton ain't got no goddamn weapons over there, Stoney. He was
man. They got some weapons over there.
A couple of guys.
Hold on. Andy Dalton, real quick, those stacks. Real quick.
They got some people over there.
Let me call out some numbers for you, real quick, stacks. Your boy Andy Dalton.
Deontay Johnson.
Real quick. 26 to 37. 319 yards, 3 TDs, my dude.
But Dalton's
got rid of that ball.
Him and Minshew Beans are kind of the same. Dalton's gonna give you that sometimes. He's gonna give you that. Dalton's a good number 2. He's
Dante Johnson.
Yes, he's a good number 2.
Eight receptions for 122. And then Hubbard had 55 yards and a TD. So yeah, man. And then they had a rushing TD by Miles Sanders. So they were looking good. They got him Minshew, his numbers wasn't horrible. He was 18 for 28, 214 and a TD, 1 INT, passer rating of 84.5.
Whoa.
So he didn't look too bad, but it looks like Carolina came out to play that today. Next game, real quick, that I'm probably gonna scream out and tell me what you guys think before we move on. Unless you guys got a game. Final Rams win 27-24.
That was a good game.
Shout out to the Rams, man, pulling that off.
Rams, they pulled that off. They looked like they were out of it, man.
They got a team. They got a mass unit over there. A mass unit.
Yo, real quick. It's real quick. The Ravens are up by 3 points. They was leading this game.
Big 3rd and 6 right here.
They have the
big
ball.
3rd and 6.
Yeah, big 3rd and 6 right now on the Baltimore 25.
Lamar has to run this shit. He has to run.
He gotta finish that game right there. So
hell yeah, he does.
Real quick.
Terrible.
The Giants got on the board today, guys. They beat the Browns just like
nice.
The Giants beat the Browns, got on the board. Titans took care. Packers took care of the Titans 30-14. T's boy Levis looked like dog shit. He said,
another pick 6 next week. I'm gonna play that.
Real quick,
I'm gonna play that prop.
I ain't got no. And though it means you should talk that shit. I ain't got no comeback for you.
Listen,
I ain't talking blood. I'm laughing.
I'm talking to Beans. That's how I'm talking to Beans.
I ain't talking nothing. I don't do that. I gamble.
But they was driving.
I'm talking to Beans. I would talk shit too.
Hold on, though. He wasn't garbage. My man was 26. He was 26 for 34, 262 TDs, bro.
That was late. That game was out of hand when he was doing that.
Okay. All right. Next game.
I'm a gambler, man. I don't talk shit like that. That shit comes back to you.
Stony Vikings, 34-7 on my CJ Stroud's Texans. So it looks like Texans finally got their ass whipped. Stoney was right. Vikings do look good. What was that about, Stoney? Tell me. Putting you on the radar.
Sam Darnold. I mean, shout out to Sam Darnold, man. They rallying behind him. You got a quarterback that's playing some good ball. He's not turning the ball over. He's managing that offense. The defense is feeding off of that. They're playing good team football right now. They got a good thing going on over there. So yeah, that's what it is. Sam Darnold.
They got the best receiver in fucking football too. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah, but the best play calling coaches in football.
He he needs to get the ball thrown to him, right?
Yeah, but all you gotta do is get it close to JJ. Just get it close. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they just throw it over there. Just throw it. Just throw it
over there.
A good coach.
Exactly.
Too. I always told you.
But you can't say that. You can't say that about the quarterback in Miami. He has, to me, the second best wide receiver. And,
so last game I'm gonna talk about on this week's spread right now. Well, this week's what you call it? Steelers. They 3-0. What's up with that?
Oh, they doing some defense.
I
watched them today. That defense, yo, they almost took out the whole Chargers team. Every play, somebody was coming off the Chargers team limping off the field into that blue tent.
You could go back.
The Chargers visited that blue tent so much today. Like it yo, let me tell you, Steelers, they playing some good defense.
Herbert shouldn't even play today.
Yeah, he re-aggravated that ankle. And their number one tackle got hurt too. The number one tackle over there got hurt as well.
Yeah, Herbert shouldn't even play today. Harbaugh should have known better. Ran that man out there with one fucking leg. That boy shouldn't even play. I ankle sprain 1 week.
I gotta check something out.
Yeah, they should have looked at that carefully. You're right. They should have looked at it carefully because now it's showing. I mean, you know, he clearly wasn't 100%, and the Steelers knew that. And that's another thing. When that opposing team smell blood, they going for it, man. And they knew he was hampered by that ankle, and they made him work, man. And they did exactly what they was trying to do, man. They got him to re-aggravate it. He had to make a cut, and he tweaked it. He tweaked it again, man. And
high ankle sprain and nothing to be with, man.
Nothing to be messing with, exactly. That defense. That kid, Herrig, they got another kid coming up now. Another linebacker that's about to make his presence known this year. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Those guys are so good with bringing up linebackers, man. Like year after year, they always have
I know I jumped out the conversation real quick, but yo, Tomlin's saving his job, bro. He's looking protected.
His job wasn't in jeopardy.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Y'all don't think they was about to make a change?
They extended him.
They did? How long ago?
Yeah.
Tomlin could never win again. He's gonna leave there when he wants to leave there.
This offseason. He extended him this offseason.
There was a lot of like Bean. There was a lot of noise last year talking about his act.
That's right. I knew it was something.
He's not gonna.
Yeah, man. They killed that noise, man. They
let Big Ben go out bare belly and all. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna, Big Ben was out of shape, just throwing shit.
That's
what I'm saying? So
that's true. Shout out to everybody who's jumped in live. Shout out to everybody who jumped in the live. We appreciate it. Please like and subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, man. We doing it live every week. Thank y'all, man. Thanks for people for coming through. I keep forgetting to say that. I keep forgetting to tell people, please like and subscribe. Please share this live, man. It is sports talk. It is bets. It is, marquee matchups. We talk about what's going on in NFL, NBA, all sports. We do have some entertainment stuff that we're going to be bringing to you guys shortly that y'all will like and probably, grasp some of y'all attention. So that's good, man. The Steelers do look good to me. 3-0. I'm surprised about that. The next game, we're going to move on. Let's move the segment on to the best bets, man.
You got to go with that Bears and Colts because I got.
Oh, you want to talk about the Bears Colts? Yeah, I watched that. I watched a little bit. I didn't know how. What do you think about the Bears Colts? Go ahead.
Anthony Richardson is horrible. That's all I'm going to say.
What's going on? What happened?
He's bad. He's horrible.
I'm shocked by that kid. He is bad. He is bad.
Wow.
He is just bad. I don't know.
Nice on.
He's an athlete.
What is it though? What is it that
he's an athlete that's playing football? He went to the combine and blew everybody away. He wasn't good at Florida. I knew that. Like I seen him. I watched him play at Florida. He just wasn't good there. I was surprised he got drafted as high as he got. I really am. Now it's showing. I mean, hopefully he turns it around. I'm rooting for him, but man, he looked bad. He looks bad.
10 for 10. You're right. 10 for 20, 167.
2 interceptions.
Rating, rating of 39.
That's
Woo!
3 weeks in a row.
He's lucky Chicago couldn't do nothing.
What is that about, though? He's not a quarterback, though, Stacks? That's what
I just think he's an athlete that's playing quarterback. I just think he's an athlete.
Right. I agree.
Right. You're probably right.
Because he definitely has weapons over there. He just can't hit those targets. He
and
can't
a
make
good,
those
and
plays.
a good coach, Tony, and a good coach.
And a good coach.
Good question. I was about to ask that, though.
Is that Flacco? I think it's Flacco.
Who's the backup?
Flacco, the backup, yep.
Well, Flacco's gonna be in there.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna play this guy. They're gonna play him. They're not gonna
maybe use him as a slash type
of.
Maybe you,
But then again, man, you put people in certain positions. You look at Malik Willis. He's balling last 2 weeks. You put people in certain positions.
I mean, it
might take time. It might take 3 or 4 years. The thing is, we put these kids in positions when, and I don't want to be hypocrite because I'm trying to get Drake May in there, but that's because I'm a desperate Patriots fan. But you put these cats in these positions, man, early in their careers, man, and you expect them to develop in the pros. Like you said, Stacks, you've been on it all along. He came in, athlete, playing, good arm, could run, but you put these guys in these positions, man, and they're not gonna. Some of them will get succeed, not some of them ain't. Look at Malik Willis. He was terrible in Tennessee. Same thing, running, throwing. Now he was with, a few years in the league. He goes to Green Bay. LaFleur is one of the best play callers from that tree with Shanahan and McVay and all that. Got him doing simple boot. I watched that game. I know he played a terrible Titans team, but still, you get these guys looking competent when you put them in these systems, in a good system. You put Bryce Young in a different system, little bootlegs, half passes across the middle.
Sean McVay, put him in the Sean McVay system.
Sean McVay, yeah, I mean, and I'm not saying it like it's just that easy, fellas. I don't want to make it like that, and I'm not saying that Richardson will be good. I'm just saying you give these raw guys these opportunities to play.
Or we got to say they're simply not
just not working out for them.
Or we got to ask, are they simply not good?
Yeah, well, that could be it too, but.
Yeah,
Geno Smith wasn't good.
We got to ask if they're good.
He didn't do shit for years.
I think Geno was in a bad environment.
But that's what I'm saying. He was, but like I said, man, some guy. I'm not saying this kid's ever gonna grasp it, but he's his second year. He only played 5 games last year.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying he's gonna get his stacks. You might be very right. He might be out the league in a year or two. But all I'm saying is, when these guys like Bryce Young, him, a few other cats have been, even Will Levis for that matter, you got these guys playing in these teams. If we just threw these guys in a fight when we were growing up, fellas, you know that, man. No rookie played their first year. You know what I'm saying? And
that's why I'm content with sitting May.
Yeah, but the thing is, May's ceiling is higher than Richardson's. Is higher than he's one of those guys that can come in.
Maybe not.
But maybe no, but I'm saying as far as throwing the ball, he's a better thrower
than Richardson's. I'm telling you that right now.
He's a better thrower. Stoney. He could actually throw the ball.
Richardson was making noise last year. He was winning some games last year. So I don't know what happened between when he got hurt.
He was just doing the same shit Malik Willis was.
But what I'm saying,
he was winning.
As far as a pure,
they were winning. They were winning games. Look at the record. They was winning with him. It was winning.
Just passing the ball, May's a better quarterback. Just passing the ball. I'm not talking about running and doing backflips and shit. Just pure passing the ball, May's a better quarterback.
He played 6 games last year. 3 of the games, 3 out of the 6, he didn't finish the game, and Minshew came in. So I'm just telling you, dog, that kid didn't play as much as you think he played. And then I live down. I'm in SEC country, dog. I can look out my window, see Florida flags everywhere, Gators. Mm-hmm. And I watched him play last year for.
You've been on it, Stacks. Stacks has been on that.
He was not that good in college. I was shocked that he got drafted as high as he did. I'm telling you.
And wonder why is that though? And shout out to everybody who's in this live, man. If you're in the live and you got some comments on some of these players and some of these games that we talk about, shout it out on the comments, man. Get engaged with the show. We love to get engaged with the people who watch. And who got questions about anything that we're talking about, any games that we're discussing, man. Jump in this conversation. Sometimes we love the engagement. And shout out to you for even being here and watching the show. I appreciate it. But yeah, man. Real quick though, I was about to forget to do it, and I know you just brought back up Richardson in college. And before we move on, even though they lost, my daughter was there at the game this weekend. Shout out to Howard University. It was their rivalry game against Hampton. They lost 20-27. But shout out to Howard HU, the real HU. I gotta just beat them on both of them up. And Stack, don't say nothing. Stack, do not say nothing. Please. I know he's gonna say something. Shout out to Howard University, man, down in DC, right? Man, HU, you know.
They had a big weekend there, Beans. I think First Take was out there. They had a big weekend out there.
Yes, they did. They had a First Take was out there. Shout out to First Take. They was out there. They was out on the yard with all the students. It was a big. I'm telling you, that's a rivalry game, man. That Hampton Howard game is a big time game in the HBCU college football circuit. I don't know if it's called a WAC or SWAC or whatever conference that is, but I'm actually going to be there this year again for homecoming game this year. I forgot who they're playing, but I'll be in DC for the homecoming game in next month in October. So I'll be at homecoming trying to support Howard University. So yeah, man. So I just want to dump that little shout out, even though they lost at the end. Shout out to HU, the real HU, Howard University. So yeah, let's move on. Let's talk about these best bets you guys got going on today.
Hey, fellas, my
fault. Go ahead, you got ahead. Don't jump into whatever.
No, because I'm not trying to be funny with this. I was at work. I don't remember what I gave y'all. I was texting y'all because y'all sent me the text. I don't know if you.
Yes, I think I have it. Hold on.
I'm not gonna front. I'm one of those.
We might have to void it. You might have to void it, though. You might have to void it.
Hey, I wish DraftKings said the same.
You go to the pay window with that.
No, I know, Crook.
It's over, man. They're gonna avoid that ticket.
See, this is the
that's my man to try to get that 500, right, Stoney?
Nah, man, yo, bro, listen, bro.
He's still trying to get it.
He's still trying to get the 5.
He's still trying to get it. No, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I gotta look into that. I'm not sure what happened.
Okay, so I got
Vegas is gonna make them work for it.
I got
man.
your picks.
Vegas don't like losing.
So I got our marquee matchup set up already. Cool. If you want to talk about the marquee matchups, or if you want to talk about the best bets,
good. I think I
went
1 and 2. I went 1 and 2.
Let's talk about that, Stoney. Before you even talk about your numbers, let's go with your best bets this week. You had 2 best bets that you had on the card last week. Though you wasn't able to give us no parlays, but whatever you did last Thursday or last week on any parlays, you could drop that gem in there real quick. But Stoney, please drop the gem on how did you do on your 2 best bets from last week, from actually on Thursday night. Go ahead. Was that Thursday night you called it? Yeah, you called it on
Thursday night. Thursday night. Yep. It was looking good. It was looking like a 3-0 week, but you know, Arizona, they couldn't do much. That was one of my best bets. Arizona +3. They didn't cover. And then I took the Rams 49ers under 44, which was looking great too. But the Rams, they pulled out a miracle and scored with like seconds left. So that killed that under. But my favorite play of the week, I'm on a streak with that. But my favorite play was Baltimore. And I gave that one out -1. But I told people to just pick them to win because I knew they was going to win. I knew they wasn't going to lose that game, especially with the circumstances. They wasn't going down 0-3.
You called that. Tony called that. He said they wasn't going down 0-3.
That Thursday. Harbaugh is not going 0-3, knowing they got a big game. They got a big game next week. I'm not sure who it is, but it's a big game. I got to look at that schedule again. They got a big game next week. They had to win this game. Dallas got serious problems. I knew they wasn't going to come up for this game.
Dallas got
serious problems. And so I went 1 and 2. I went 1 and 2 last week. Baltimore. Well, this week when I picked last Thursday, I went 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
Cool. And what? But
I got to pick. I got to pick for tonight though, so this week ain't over yet.
It ain't over yet. Good. I'm glad you dropped that gem. So people, if you're watching, Crook's got some picks. Got a pick for tonight, and there's 2 Monday night games going down. So I'm sure
I
he
got
probably
something for
could
that.
give you something for that on the 2 Monday night games. Tomorrow night they got 2 games, and dope.
So
What do
far
you-
we're 1 and
oh.
2 so far.
Oh
And
man,
Stony, that's the Oktoberfest right there.
Yeah, I'm starting it early.
Yeah, I got some in my fridge now. That's why I asked you.
Yeah. I'm starting it early, man.
yo, toast it up to you guys.
man,
Yo, I just want to let y'all fellas know because I know
the best month of the year, man.
I'm not gonna
Not
see
because
it.
my
Is the best
birthday is
month.
on October, but you know.
There you go. I just wanted to let you look at that.
The
white
only
people.
month that
Thank you,
all
babe.
4 sports is on.
Thank you, babe. Thank you, baby. Thanks for
your birthday?
popping that
Oh,
gem.
wow.
Get out of here. You serious?
Yeah,
your birthday?
yeah. Thank
Oh,
you.
Oh,
Thank
damn.
you, babe.
You
Yeah.
gotta stop for presses, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, happy
Fresh off the
birthday,
press.
man.
Yeah,
birthday,
thank you, man. Thanks, babe, for
Didn't
watching.
you do that no out there
That's why
too?
you went on vacation for 6 months. I knew it
That's
was
the big
something.
shot, dude. What you got planned? That's the
No.
big one, B.
They went on, bro. They went on
son.
vacation
Well, you know,
for 8
no, I don't
months.
really.
He just
it's
came
all-
back
it's
from
to
8
tell you the
vacation.
truth.
What do you mean?
Yo,
Was
you-
in the
Yeah,
summer?
you're right.
No.
Though. You're right, though.
Right.
That was,
To really
Dude
to
was
tell you,
on
I would
vacation for
have.
10 months.
I would have been.
but
I
no,
would have came to
but
this
no,
spot
but
today,
no,
man. I would have
no,
came to this spot, man.
B's got a little bit more commas in his account than us, though. He might.
Yes. He could take those 10-month
Yeah,
vacations.
right.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
He got
Not
so
gonna
much
lie.
money. He celebrated his birthday a month ahead.
On some real
I'm
shit.
not gonna lie. I
On some
wanted.
real
Beans, I
shit,
would have
though.
came. Yo, Beans, I would have came through, man.
I
would've
didn't
came
want to.
through,
I didn't
man.
want to. I
I
didn't
got-
really want to. I meant to call you and tell you though, Crooks, to like stop through.
Man, I got something. I got something
You know, but-
special here too, man.
You gotta pop
Yeah, I
some-
would have told you to
Hey,
stop.
hey,
through, but
Hey, what's that? That's the blue label, right, Stony?
Man, I would
we
have
gonna
had
catch
something
up. We gonna catch
special,
up. We
man.
gonna catch
Come
up
on,
this week. I
cuz.
mean, I
We
didn't
catch
know
up,
the
but damn, man.
situation. I didn't know the situation, so I didn't want to stress
yo,
it.
I'm gonna tell you, but
Nah,
on
I
some
think
real shit, Stony
this
Beans.
dude's nervous. That's what it is. He's nervous.
It's shout out to
scared.
Beans. The people don't know, for Beans
Beans
to
is
make
scared, man.
for Beans to make it to 50, coming from the inner, like in the heart of Roxbury, that's a salute to Beans. I'm telling you right now, dog.
Just
A lot of
fucking
people
house
know
party,
it,
man.
though. AC 22. So to
Yeah.
get 50, though, you know what I'm saying? Yo, to get 50.
Yo, for real.
It-
Shout out.
it's
You make it
Shout out to you
25,
guys,
we'll
man.
be
Shout out to
doing
all of
good.
y'all. We all know
Yo,
each
man,
other.
shout- great.
Shout out
You
to
doing
We all
great,
know
Happy
each other
birthday,
since.
my brother. Happy birthday, man.
We all know each other since kickball and,
Yo,
and dodgeball and all of that in the schoolyard. So shout out to y'all too, man. Y'all look at that. I got some long time.
Beans, look
on this
let me,
thing.
Let
right
me tell
now,
you something
know what
real
I mean?
quick. Let me tell you something. I grabbed something. I'm not gonna say what it is. I grabbed something, but it's only right that I give you that. So I got something here special for you waiting.
I got you.
And it's only right. It's the perfect gift to give you. So
Okay,
just know that
Shout out to
you got
man.
something
Thanks,
good coming.
brother. Thank
You got something
Thank
special coming. And I'm glad I didn't do something with it. Something was telling me don't do nothing with it.
Right.
And look,
Nah, thank you.
I got
Thank
you, brother.
Thank you.
I got you.
No,
I
for
got
real. It was cool. You know how it is, man. It's right now. It's like, as you can see, if you nobody's from Boston, if you're not in Boston right now, Boston's like the fall has kicked in. The weather's ugly. You know what I mean? School has started. Everybody's hunkered in. You know how it goes, man, here when the fall time kicks in. So, I didn't, late September, I didn't even like, oh, guys, it's my birthday and come through. I already know tomorrow's a work day, the whole 9, man. So
But
it's not
you
even.
already went on vacation for 8 months, bro. You
But
good,
no,
man.
that's the thing. I'm gonna say this. No, you're right though.
Nah,
I was
Beans
just
know I
about
would've came
to,
through, man.
I was
would've been
about
over
to
there
just
doing
say
that
this.
Yo, I see some shit online. Speaking, I thought about you too, but I'm at to call you. Yo, I see some shit online. Shorty was in the crib in Thailand where Beans was, and police came and the snake had her like wrapped up. I was like,
Oh, shit.
I'm not. I don't care what the fuck Beans
Yo,
said.
I'm gonna tell you right now, those people are living in the bush. In the bush. The
That shit
people
like a
that
regular
got the
apartment,
stories,
Beans.
huh?
That shit like a regular apartment.
Get out of
Nah,
here.
there was probably a crack somewhere.
Yeah, there was a crack somewhere. That wasn't no regular apartment. I'm telling you.
I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like you just a snake.
I mean, there's
just
people are living more inside the countryside in them places, like, and even outside the city, they live outside the city. Outside the city is the jungle.
Yeah.
Put it that way. 2 miles outside, 3 miles outside the city, Phuket, wherever you at out there, Phuket, Patong, all them places, the jungle's right there. The jungle's literally right there, no bullshit. So, you know, but it was cool though. Like, but I didn't to hear that. I thought you was gonna talk about the monsoon and the friggin' flooding and all that shit that happened when I was out there.
Yeah.
The monsoon was crazy. But yo, like Doe said, I appreciate everything. I had a great to turn 50 tomorrow. To tell you the truth, I'm saying it to my partners. I know people are watching. You know, it's a great thing, man. It's a blessing. Trust me, it is, man. And you know, missing family members who were supposed to make it and be here for me, and friends who were supposed to be here that's not here. You know, sad that they're not here, but you know, it's a blessing to be here at this age. And two, I got to enjoy something of a lifetime, like Doe said. I spent 2.5 weeks out there in Thailand, and I enjoyed my end of my summer. So that was like basically like a birthday gift, I feel, to myself. Like it was to get to enjoy that. I enjoyed it.
But all jokes aside, man, much love, man. Appreciate you.
No, I'm cool. It was
enjoy your day tomorrow, man.
It was cool, man. I appreciate it. And so let's move on. Let's talk about these marquee matchup games, man. Thanks for the pleasantries, guys. I know people are like, damn, they got, you know, dudes is all boom, 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 getting all whatever. But
no, we family first.
We family first.
You don't like that? Watch the show.
Yeah, we family first at the same time. I know these guys since
we had to take a pause for that.
Not even teenagers.
You gotta understand that.
Elementary school. This is elementary school. We're talking about elementary school.
We really cool.
It was a moment, you know, when somebody breaks a record on in the game and they got to stop the game and you know, salute. It was one of those moments.
I like that. But before I like that, Crooks. Thank you for that. Doe, before we moved on, I know I was asking you about the parlay. What did you have? Did you have any parlays that you?
No, because like I said, man, and I apologize. Like I said, man, I you know, fortunately, I'm in school and I work full time, so Thursdays is hard for me to be here.
Right, no problem.
But I know you text me and I just put the games alone. I didn't do no prop. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't have no time to do no prop bets. So when I text you back,
did you do any bets on?
No, I didn't do any prop bets for this weekend. I did for tonight's game because, like I said, I had to work this weekend. It was my first week of school, so it was a very
shout out to you.
Busy week. So I work full time with the school. So to be fair, I didn't even do any bets until this morning for this week's slate. The picks I gave you via text was just me going off the rip. I didn't even know who was at home, who was on the road. Usually the second team's at home, right? Or the whatever. But I didn't even pick up. I told you I stayed away from the Patriots game. But the 5 games you put in the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through what you gave me.
That's what I gave you. So I'm not going front.
When you and Cook discuss what y'all got going on for tonight, you can mention.
Yeah, I got a prop for tonight. I got props for tonight.
Great.
Yeah, I got a side tonight.
But I'll give you
hold that thought real quick.
And don't forget real quick, there's 2 games tomorrow. Don't forget there's 2 games.
That's what I just said. There's 2 games.
Yeah, I got something.
So hold that thought. We got about 5 minutes left on the live, 5 minutes or so. So let's go down the marquee matchup. These was Stony Cook's marquee matchups for week 3. He picked these marquee matchups of the week. Next week, Stacks will give me this week here coming up week 4. Stacks will give me a marquee matchup for games. Next week will be the week after that will be Doe, and then I'll follow. So everybody will have a chance on the show to throw a marquee matchup games of the week. If anybody who's watching live or watch after this live that has any suggestions for a marquee matchup games of the week, I don't care if it's week 6, 7, 8, or 9, or 10, please drop it down in the email or get in the chat or something like that, and I'll look into it and we'll discuss it with the team. And if it's if the matchups look nice, we'll actually present your matchup and let the streaming world know who dropped these matchups for the marquee matchups of the week. So with that being said, this week that Stony drops, he had Pats versus the Jets, Eagles versus the Saints, Chargers versus Steelers, Ravens, Cowboys, Texans, Vikings. So I think I remember who I took, but Stony, who did you take, and what's your number looking like?
I don't know what I was thinking, but I took the Pats Thursday night. I don't know what I was thinking with that. I took the Pats. I took the Saints. So that's already 0-2. I took the Ravens 1-2. And I took, I don't know. I don't remember who I took with the Steelers Chargers.
Okay.
I want to say it was the Steelers.
I think you took the Steelers, if I can't remember.
I think it was the Steelers because they was at home and they hot. So yeah, I think I was 2-2.
And the Vikings game. What about that Vikings Texans?
3-2.
You're
3-2 then. I definitely had the Vikings this week. So
yep.
Yeah, I went 3-2 on those marquee matchups.
Nice. Stacks, who did you have on those marquee matchup games and how did you do, if you could remember?
Yeah, I had the Texans. I had the Patriots for sure. Like Stoney did. I had Baltimore.
And yes, you did. I remember that.
What was the other one?
Saints, Eagles, and
the Eagles.
The Eagles.
Yeah,
I can answer that for you.
Yeah. And then the Steelers, Chargers.
I had the Steelers.
Yeah,
Stoney, I ride with the Eagles. He knows that's my.
I know. I could answer that for you.
3-1. That's good, Stacks. 3-1 for
the same.
Stacks is 3-1 for week 3, and 3-1 week 3.
Remember that story? I was like, man, that Saint shit got to come down sometime.
You're right. 3-2. Beans.
He's 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2.
But
Yeah,
he lost with the Texans and Patriots.
Yeah, they're 3-2. How many games we had there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. That's why we had 5 games, and I said it was going to be 4. Sorry about that. And Stoney, you had your
3-2.
3-2. No, yours, Stoney.
I already what my
yeah. What did you end up with? I'm just keeping tally of this for the whole thing.
Yeah. I ended up with 3-2.
3-2. Okay. And
3-2.
I'll give you what I know. What I remember what Doe told me. Doe said he had the Saints, Steelers, Texans, Cowboys. So he's he didn't give me the he's 2-1.
No, he said the Saints 1-2.
He said Saints. So he only got 1 game. He got the Steelers. So he's 1-3 so far. Right?
I didn't pick 5.
You didn't pick 5. You didn't give me the one between the game between the Chargers and Steelers. No, you gave me Steelers. You didn't pick 5. You gave me 4 games though. Pats. You said you were staying away from the Pats.
Oh, okay.
You stayed away.
Yeah. Yeah, he did say that. He sent that message like he texted the group, stay away from the Pats. Yep. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
That
like,
should
man,
count for something.
Don't need to get out of here. I was like, don't need to get out of here. I'm gonna give
him half. Give him a half a game.
Get half a game for that, right?
They get a half a game.
I gave you, Doe. I gave you one of these on camera. I'm like, man, don't
get out of here. I feel you. I would.
This all good.
I picked.
You know, I
ain't mad at you, bro. I was just like, I'm not fucking with that.
I picked the Steelers. I had the Ravens and I had the Texans. So I remember I said, fuck them Cowboys. I would never pick them again. So I know I didn't pick the Cowboys. I know I picked Texans, so I lost on the Texans. I picked the Steelers. I picked the Saints. So the Saints I lost on that, and I lost on the Pats. So I'm 2-3. So I'm 2-3. For this week. So for week 3, Stacks and Stoney are tied. And me and Doa are trailing behind in points right now for our marquee matchups of the week. Just based on our knowledge and how we feel about the games, we give you guys these marquee matchups just to see how we, how pick our brains to see how we pick games and feel about games. And at the end of the season, we'll give y'all a tally on who did better, who did better out of the group. So with that being said, before we end this show, I want Stoney and Doe to give, and if Stacks have anything on these games too, tell me what you think about it, Stacks. But we got a couple games going on real quick.
I leave the gambling to the experts.
I know you do, but I know you do, but sometimes you give your you give your views on some of these games, even though sometimes you be like, if I was to go to the window, if I was a gambling man. So I like when you tell people that, it kind of like solidified things a little bit. So tonight's game, we got real quick, we got the Chief Falcons. Woo, nice game. The Falcons are 1-1. They're at home. The Chiefs are going to whatever. They going to Atlanta. I don't think it's I don't know how, like if it's a big football town or whatever, like, as far as the fans is concerned. But the Chiefs are going to Atlanta to probably give Kirk Cousins some headaches. So what y'all think? We're gonna go with that.
I'm taking I could go in like what I'm feeling tonight. I'm taking the Falcons tonight.
Well, I knew that. We knew that. You didn't have to say that.
Okay.
But
you went down to 3. Any kind of spread or anything? What are you taking them on?
Spread. I don't. That's what I do, man.
right. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's the spread on this? Let them know what's the spread.
I mean, it opened at 3.5, but the money was coming in on Atlanta, so it went down to 3.
Okay,
it went down to 3, but I recommend to buy that 0.5 point because it's going to be one of those type of games. It's going to be one of those games. It may come down to a field goal. So you kind of want to cover your ass. You don't want to push. You don't want the game to end on 3 and then you don't win anything. You just get your money back. You don't want that. You want to make a profit.
Right.
So you buy that 0.5 point. Which is what I got it at that. I got it at 3.5.
What about the total? You don't like that? 46.5?
No. I don't, because I can't gauge that total. I don't know if it's gonna be one of those games where they're gonna be scoring on each other, or especially with the Chiefs not having Pacheco. Pacheco's out, so I don't know if the Chiefs is gonna run a different game plan tonight, slinging that shit.
Okay.
The same thing with the Falcons. I'm not sure how the total is gonna go, so I don't have nothing on the total. Strictly the side, and that's 3.5. 3.5 Falcons tonight.
To cover the 3.5. I feel you. Okay, so the next 2 games
plus 3.5. Plus they're getting 3.5. Let me make it clear.
Let me give you this prop bet,
they're getting 3.5.
They're getting 3.5. So go ahead, Doe. I want to hold on. Let Stoney give his other 2 games for Monday, and then we'll move on to you guys. Go ahead, Doe.
Out of the 3 games, I got 2 sides, which is the Falcons plus 3.5. The Jaguar Bills, I'm leaning towards the under. So it's just a lean for me. I'm taking the under 45.5. So it's a lean, meaning it's not a heavy play, but that's what I like in that game, when I did my homework on it.
Okay.
And the Commanders, Bengals, I'm taking the Commanders plus 7.5. I'm taking the Commanders plus 7.5 against the Bengals. I think it's going to be a tight game. I don't think the Bengals is going to beat this team by more than 7. Matter of fact, no team has been winning by more than 6 when they favored by 6. Teams that have been favored by 6 are like, I don't know, 10-1 so far.
Thanks for giving us that, Jim. Thanks.
I'm taking the Commanders with the 7.5 points. So that's my play for Monday night.
Nice. Thank you, Stoney, for dropping that play. Doe, what do you have for these next 3 games? Tonight's game.
I got the props for tonight. I didn't really look at tomorrow's game. My bad. But I got Rashid Rice 80+ yards receiving.
Okay.
Drew Tranquil, give you a little defensive prop, over 6.5 tackles. He's been averaging like 7 a game. And Bijan Robinson 100+ combined yards. That's plus 380.
Okay.
20 will give you 90. Little come up. Put some money on it.
Okay.
Well, 10 will give you 90 on that. Like 380 plus 380. Whatever you want to bet. I'm not telling you what to bet, but it's
right. No, I know what you're saying.
And then I got another one. Justin Reed, 6.5 over tackles. And Carson Steele, he's filling in for Pacheco, 40+ yards.
Yeah, they
high on him.
Yeah,
40's the low.
What's this kid's name? Carson Steele.
Yeah, they give him a good number. If you're gonna bet on this guy, bet on you don't have to take the 40. You could even do more, but
they like
because they're gonna feed him. Trust me, they're gonna feed him, and he's getting a good price for that. It's a plus.
Can you say that again for the people out there?
So right now, his floor is 40 yards, but they're giving him plus money on that. And he's their starting running back. I don't know who else is gonna. Is Hilaire's hurt?
Oh yeah, they signed your boy back.
Who?
My man who got kicked out of there for beating up
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
But you talking about Steele?
Yeah, I think Steele's still gonna start though.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna start.
I mean, I would play that. That's good value there.
I'm with you on that though. I'll go to the window with that.
That's a good value. They're on the road too, so they're gonna run the ball.
They're gonna run the ball. So if you add in with Bijan Robinson with the plus 100, you're getting plus 500 on that. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
Good. That's good value right there. I like that.
His value right now is gonna be, they don't 40 yards. Next week, I guarantee you, it ain't gonna be a plus number with 40 yards next week for him. I guarantee that because they're gonna feed him. They feed him now. They was feeding them with Pacheco, right, Crook? I think they were giving the ball.
Yep, it was.
So real quick, I know we up to the time. Stacks, what you got on this Chief Falcons? What you like about this game, real quick? Chief Falcons, Bill Jacksonville. You know how we feel about
your boy.
Trevor Lawrence there, and then how you feel about this Commanders Bengals with Burrow. I'm kind of on the fence with what's going on with Burrow. Hopefully he's starting to build it back. But what do you got with these
Josh Allen on some other shit this year, and Trevor Lawrence, I'm almost close to putting him on the list. But I'm real close to putting him on the list. But I ain't betting against Mahomes, dog. I'm not fucking with that dude. Right. I wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta won that game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs won that game either. I just think Mahomes is this different.
I mean, I'm not betting against him. I think it's gonna be tight. I could see him driving the kick, winning field goal type of thing. That's why I love the 3.5 on the road.
I
love the 3.5 because I think Atlanta's gonna come out.
So they found something, man. Stacks, you got KC tonight, and then how you feel about these Bills Jaguars?
I got the Bills all day. Jacksonville's fine.
Yeah. And then how you feel about Commanders Bengals?
I'm going with Joe, man. Joe got to get right. Joe got to get right.
Joe got to get right. So I'll give y'all my 3. I feel as though to tell you the truth, I think KC's gonna pull it out. I got KC to win. It's just me. I think KC gonna take the game. You might be right though, Stoney, with this 3.5. Atlanta might cover this 3.5. I think you're onto something there. So I kind of give you a thumbs up with that one. But I still feel like just what you just said. You iced it. What I was gonna say. The going down and kick it and win it by the field goal, and they still cover the point. So. I feel that one. So with that, I got KC. I have Bills. And truthfully, I gotta go with the Bengals. But you're right again. The Commanders are building something over there. The young kid's playing. I don't know if he's on a high or
actually doing the best out of all them rookie quarterbacks.
So he might bring a challenge to I think this is this game let me see what's this. Hold on real quick. Let me just before I talk. It's a home game. So the ball is in the Bengals court because it's a home game, but like you said though, Stoney, Washington might come to play. They're a new team. They got something good going on there. And I like the quarterback, I like the Daniels kid. So yeah, I those are my 3 picks for these next couple of games to end out week 3. I got KC, Bills, and Bengals for the last 3 games this week. So I appreciate you guys giving us your comments and breakdown and your feelings on these games. And giving us some of this knowledge on what y'all, observed during this week number 3 slate. Y'all watch a lot of games. I know you guys watch a lot of games. I know Stacks watch a lot of games. Stoney, you watch a lot. You know, you guys pay attention. Y'all watch a lot of games.
We about to be there.
You know,
sports season is back because the NBA right around the corner.
It's right around the corner, so it's like you
man.
every day. You bet we are locked. We are locked in right now. You know, we are locked in. This is the best time of the year. So I appreciate you guys coming in tonight. We will see each other again on Thursday. Though I know how it go, but you will still be in. You always get the invite on the chair. You're always in this block. Your block will always be there. So if you have an opportunity to jump in, you jump in. If you don't, you just shoot your shot out. If you got something
Yes,
you
sir.
want me to
I'm always there.
tell the world, I'll tell the world, and I'll let
I'm
them
there
know.
in spirit. And real quick, man, before we go, man, we're working on. Well, I gotta do my part, but Nonchalant, man, he came through for me, man. This dude, man, this dude, incredible, man.
Shout out to
a lot of artists are coming through for me. I don't even know. I know why, because I know I'm that type of dude. I show love to all independent artists, but my DMs is going crazy, man. And I appreciate all the independent dudes, man. But Nonchalant, yo, this the new intro, man, is gonna be. I'm just telling y'all, it's crazy, but that won't be. I'm trying to make my part. I gotta show up. When you with MCs in the building, it's a friendly competition. I can't have them kill me on my own show. You know what I'm saying? But I love you, brother, man. Thanks for yo. The shit is crazy, man.
Shout out to Nonchalantly Zay. Hey, shout out to
my man Sonny for producing the beat.
Yo, shout out to Zay. Zay hit me up. Actually on Crook. Sometimes you gotta jump in on our Gmail, on the Parlay with us Gmail, and
I try to get him.
He sent me an email. He sent the email saying that he was coming on last week. Sunday. He was coming on last week Sunday, but he didn't know the timing. He wasn't aware, and I should have actually sent the timing in on the email saying, appear at 7:30 or something like that, or 7:15. So I told him we're gonna get that squared away, and I'll give him a schedule to come on in the next couple of weeks or so, before we move too far ahead. I want to give Nonchalantly Zay the opportunity to come on and plug his shit, because he gave us the opportunity to use his music.
Yeah, man, he's a good dude.
With that being said,
I haven't met him in person yet. We just talk a lot, but
yeah,
we admire each other's music, because you just don't do music with people you don't.
Right. By the way, and this was all due to the connection from Stony Cook.
Shout out to Stony, for sure. And the thing is, Beans, real quick, I don't want to carry. I know I'm running my mouth, but the thing is, it's so ill because the way I want to shout out my man Sonny D too, man, because he did the beat, and I gave Nonchalant a few choices on beats, and that one hit. And I was sitting in my drive for almost a year, bro. And he brought it to life. And then I heard what he was saying. It's gonna be on the mixtape, plus it's the intro for the show. I love it. Appreciate it,
wait,
bro. It's crazy, bro. When y'all hear this shit, bro, I want to send it to the group right now, but it's not done. I don't.
Wait till you get your final product.
I don't like doing that, but it's bro. Trust me. The intro now is dope, but this one, This is gonna go.
Get your finished product and send it through.
But y'all gonna get it before y'all gonna hear it when it's done and mixed. Y'all gonna hear it. I'm gonna send it to the Gmail.
Hey, real quick though, before I go, we're ending the show next. We got less than 30, 40, 60 seconds to go before I hit this button. I'm gonna be putting together. I'm the so-called producer. I'm putting together with this once I get that new intro track, I will be putting together our new intro video. And with that being said, you guys are always fly, Stacks and Crook, and y'all always got these nice ensembles on, but when I ask y'all for some footage, I can't get it. So please remember, this is a new season. I need new look, right? Y'all got it. Look what you got on today, Stacks. Like, I like that. You know what I mean? Look at the hat you got on, Cook.
Stoney took the day off. I'm always on Stoney.
Yeah, Stoney took the day off. He just threw the hat on to represent, but I know you always on it. So that's what I'm saying. I need some of them footages so I can put
I
together.
I got my own pace. I'm
Y'all know when I put. Y'all know I'm not no. I'm not no.
That's fire.
Don't poke the bear, man. Don't poke the bear.
You gotta have a pace before you run out of bullets, my nigga. You gotta have a.
I like that hat though.
I got Red Sox shape. I didn't even pull out the kit. You want to go there?
Yo.
I just came out on some cool shit tonight. You know what I'm saying?
I just hit a nerve, people.
Come on.
Basketball season coming around. Hey,
Come on, man.
You know how you had the funeral beans? You just put the picture on the casket.
Listen, I got shit I didn't even pull the tags off yet.
That's what you
I got some shit I didn't even pull the tags off yet, man. I ain't even had time to pull the tags off yet.
My Southern kid is crazy.
He gonna do the funeral.
You gonna get that warm up for the championship?
My whole shit is
they want too wet. You gotta come down a little bit, though. You gotta come down a little bit. Yo, that shit is ill, though.
That shit is fire.
That shit is fire.
Yeah.
That shit is fire.
How much they want for it?
That shit was like 3 and some change.
Yeah, it's like 300, I think.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That shit was
That's a lot. That's a lot on the pocket. But with that being said, guys, I appreciate it. We're ending the show right now. We're 30 seconds over, like 10 minutes and 30 seconds over. I will see you guys on Thursday. Doe, hit us up. Stacks, I'll see you. Cooks, I'll see you. Yo, people, we out. Parlay with us.
What's up, brothers?
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, sun get through.